you just click the mute button. Can we all click OK on our screen? And welcome, Mrs. Bello Shakirat. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the SHICAN Conference 2025. Yes, the second edition of the SHICAN Conference 2025. So I'll leave it up to the moderator.
Once again, welcome to the SHICAN Conference second edition 2025. My name is Aishat Soni, and I'm the moderator for today's conference. So the first program on the list is the welcome address and introduction of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation by Aishat Soni, which is still me. So good morning, everyone. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to this impactful gathering, the SHICAN Conference 2025 second edition. Wherever you are joining us from, I want you to know that your presence here is powerful. This moment, this space was created with you in mind. We remind you that you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are more than enough. You will hear powerful truths today. You will learn, unlearn, and maybe even cry a little, and that is okay. This is what freedom feels like. This is what becoming looks like. On behalf of the entire planning team and the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, I say a big welcome. We are honored to have you here, and we are excited for everything this day holds. Thank you, and once again, welcome to the SHICAN 2025. So I'll be doing the introduction of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. So the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, also known as FOF, was founded in May 2017 with a deep commitment to restoring dignity, health, and hope to women and girls through education, advocacy, and direct support. Since its inception, FOF has made a remarkable impact, especially in the areas of sexual health education. The foundation has reached over 200 schools across Lagos State and Ogun State, and equipping thousands of young people with life-saving knowledge on sexuality, consent, menstrual hygiene, and self-worth. Beyond classroom, FOF has also extended love and care through hospitals and maternity home visits, showing up for women and mothers in vulnerable space, offering supplies, encouragement, and critical support. FOF's impact has not stopped at education alone. Through its various initiatives, 2 individuals have been successfully relocated and given a chance to safer, more stable life, a testament to the foundation's heart for real change. The visionary behind all of this is none other than Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu, a passionate educator, advocate, author, and speaker. She is known for her deep compassion and unwavering stand for the rights and well-being of women and girls. Her leadership has continued to inspire a movement of healing and empowerment across communities. Today's SHICAN Conference is just one of the many platforms through which the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation is rewriting stories, rebuilding confidence, and reminding every woman and girls that she can. So moving on to the next program, which is the introduction of the SHICAN Conference by Miss Goodness Tempolie. So Miss Goodness, please, can you unmute yourself?
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be introducing the SHICAN Conference. The SHICAN Conference is a signature initiative of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, designed to be a safe, empowering, and transformative space for women and girls to learn, unlearn, and grow. Launched as part of the Foundation's broader mission to educate and support young people, the conference brings together real conversation, expert insights, and personal stories that touches on the issues that matter, from mental health to self-worth, healing from trauma, relationship, purpose, and identity. This is not just another event. The SHICAN Conference is a movement, a visual gathering that reaches across distance to say to every woman and girl, you are not alone, you are capable, and yes, you can. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was really good. Once again, welcome to the SHICAN Conference, one of the many impactful initiatives of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. If you are just joining us, you are right on time, and we are so glad to have you here. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. Stay connected, inspired, and informed. Fadaka Olufunke Foundation on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's keep going. There is so much more ahead. So to the next order of program is the introduction of the theme for this month's conference and a short lecture on the power of financial freedom by our amazing manager, Miss Okikiola.
Hi, good morning once again, everyone. Good morning. My name is Okikiola, and I'll be doing the introduction on the theme of the Shikan Conference. So this month, the Shikan Conference carries a bold and timely theme: she can be financially free. It's a powerful reminder that freedom for women and girls goes beyond just breaking physical barriers. It's about emotional, mental, and most especially financial freedom. For too long, many women have been held back by fear, by silence, by shame, by trauma, and by lack of access. But true freedom, when freedom begins, a woman is able to make informed choices, heal from her past, and stand firmly on her own. So this year's conference places special focus on financial freedom because when a woman is financially empowered, she gains more than just money. She gains a voice, she gains confidence, she gains options, she gains control over her own story. So through today's section, we'll be exploring how many women and girls can begin to break free, not just emotionally, but economically. We hear from voices who understand the journey, people who have walked the path, and people who are committed to helping others. Because yes, you can be financially free, and financial freedom is a key to that liberation. So I'll be doing a short lecture on the power of financial freedom. This is almost like a general topic. So it's something I believe every woman and girl must understand deeply. So let's begin with this. Financial freedom is the ability to make decisions without being controlled by money or the lack of money. It means having control over your finances, having control over your life, being free from constant worry about survival, and being able to make choices that serve your goals, your well-being, and your values. It's not just about being rich. It's about stability, it's about security, and it's about self-determination. So why is financial freedom important? It's important because when you're financially free, you have options. Financial freedom gives you options. You can live toxic environments, live toxic relationship, say no to abuse, or even take a break to care for your own mental health without being trapped by financial dependence. That thought of, oh, I can't leave this place. How will I survive? What will I eat? You won't have that thought. And secondly, it builds confidence. Knowing you can take care of yourself gives you a different kind of peace and power. When you know, oh, yes, I'm financially stable, I can take care of myself, it gives you this confidence to make decisions. You make strong and firm decisions about your life because you are in control. And also, financial freedom gives you a voice. You can speak up and make decisions without fear of losing your basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, because you are financially free. And it allows you to give and to grow. When you're financially free, when you're in a better place to help others, you can invest in your dream, you can grow, you can support families, support friends. You can do as much charity as you want because you are in control of your finances. So what are the powers in financial freedom? There are a few powers in financial freedom, and I'll break down. A woman who is financially free can walk away from abuse without the fear of where will I go. When you're financially free, you can walk away from any abusive relationship without the fear of where will I go, how will I survive, what will I eat, all the basic needs, because you can provide them by yourself. So that fear of clothing, feeding, and shelter is out of it. A girl who understands money early in life won't easily be manipulated with gifts or with false promises or money because you understand the way money moves, the way money works. You are financially free, you have something that is bringing in money for you. You'll not be manipulated by gifts. People will not really coerce you with gifts. You know all this kind of abuse and stuff that comes into girls, and when you ask them about their story and they're giving you the story count, you realize that it's because they lack something at that point in their life, whether money, food, or they want to get something. That's why they actually fall victim of that situation. But when we are financially free, you are free from all this. So a woman with income can also support her children's education, even when life gets up. Even in schools, you see mothers, when students are in school, some women will be like, oh, call your dad when you need money. Call your dad. But when you're as a mother and you're financially free and you have a stable and a good means of income, you can support your children. Because when I'm in school, I call on anybody, my mom, my dad, anybody send me money. Because my mom has she has a growing business. And then because she's financially free, yes, I can call on her for anything. And that's the power to choose, the power to stand, the power to walk away, and the power to dream bigger. Because when you are financially free, you can dream as much as you can. You can be like, oh, I want to expand my business. Because everything depends solely on you. You are the one that you'll be the one to provide, you'll be the one to do the standing, you are funding by yourself. So you know that yes, help can come in from other places, that is normal. But when you know that yes, you can do this thing, you are capable, even that help is going to be like a bonus or a plus for you because you dream big. And when you are doing something like, oh, this is not the way, this thing is bad, you can easily walk away from that. So the power of financial freedom is something that every woman should try to have, because it gives you the power to choose and to walk away from any sort of abuse or abusive relationship. We have examples of a lady who knows how to sew. She just went into business because she knows she has that skills, and she started little by little. She's supporting herself. We heard the story of a woman who was she was saving little by little through thrifts, and she started selling clothes online. Now she's bigger. She no longer depends on anybody to feed her children. She's a single mother, and she started saving little by little. And then she started going to market. She gets thrift wares. She's reselling. She's financially free now. She's taking care of her children, their school fees, and everything. Even these big names that we see today, many started with small steps. Rome was not built in a day. Learning the skills, saving, saying no to unnecessary spending, and choosing growth is something that is very, very important. And so, financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. Like I said earlier, Rome was not built in a day, but it starts with a decision. That decision to learn. The moment you make that decision that, yes, I want to learn this, you make that decision that, yes, you want to plan, and you start. That is when financial freedom sets in. Even if you are still in school or you're unemployed, it's not too early or too late. Start with what you have. Learn a skill, sell something, save something, no matter how little it is, build something. Because the day a woman becomes financially free, she becomes unstoppable. And yes, she can be financially free. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Ma. That was really impactful.
You're welcome.
So next, once again, welcome to the Shikan Conference, one of the many impactful initiatives of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. If you are just joining us, you are right on time, and we are so glad to have you here. Let's keep going. So we move on to section 2, which is the power of financial planning by a woman whose life tells a story of strength and purpose. She faced many challenges, but never lost sight of her dream. Through hard working and determination, with over 20 years of experience in education, she continues to make impact in lives of young learners. Please join me in welcoming a passionate educator and an inspiring woman, Mrs. Bello Shakirat.
Welcome.
Miss Bello, you can unmute. Yes, and yes, your video also, you can tap the icon of your video so we can see you.
Can you see me now?
No, ma.
Oh, ma.
The video icon on the screen.
Yeah, I think there's something that says video, so you have to click.
Yes, you see, stop. Yes, the video icon.
But I think she could probably go ahead. I mean, she's
okay, ma. You can go ahead, ma.
Can you see me now?
No, ma, but you can go ahead.
Please, I'm coming.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. Can you hear me?
Ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Good day,
ma.
everyone. Good day. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to be on this program, She Can. I appreciate the privilege granted to me to shed light on the topic, the power of financial planning. I pray the Lord Almighty shall continue to energize and strengthen you to forge ahead with the program. Inshallah, because Amen. When we look at the topic, the power of financial planning, I'll first of all like to explain the meaning of financial planning. Financial planning is the process of managing the finances to achieve financial stability, security, and success. It involves the setting financial goals, assessing your current financial situation, and creating a roadmap to achieve those goals. Now, what we are seeing is beyond the topic. The power of financial planning goes beyond what we can handle with levity hands. By the time we start unveiling the hidden benefits under it, to start with, there is an adage says, fail to plan is plan to fail. Truly, whoever fails to plan for his or her future, he or she is gradually going to be enslaved by his or her mates or even younger ones. We can start planning for our children by monitoring them on what they're good at I mean exposing them to student empowerment program, which has to do with creativity. Through this, we can encourage our teenagers on how they can be self-employed at the same time be a student. We can also help them in realizing their dreams without being treated by the opposite sex. A case study of Mrs. Bello. I was born without a silver spoon in a polygamous family where I hardly had 2 square meals, let alone completing the 3 meals on a daily basis.
Wow.
Because I decided to make it in life, I chose not to be enticed or lured by the opposite sex. Despite the fact that I opted for my parents after school activities throughout my secondary days. In fact, I could remember vividly that I still opted after my secondary school till I gained admission into the teachers' college. In a nutshell, if I don't plan my life from the scratch, I might have ended up in a place where I may not be opportune to mix up with people like you and some other programs where my talents may be required. I will conclude by admonishing the adults and teenagers to have good plans for themselves in order to gain financial freedom. Now looking at the merits of financial planning. Financial stability. Financial planning helps you manage your finances effectively, ensuring you have enough savings, investments, and emergency funds. Goal achievement by setting your clear financial goals. You can create a plan to achieve them, whether it's buying a house, retirement, or funding education. It reduces the stress, having a financial plan in a place where you can financially have your freedom towards the stress and anxiety of the community. It also increases savings. It helps you patronize your savings and investments, building wealth over time. Also, it improves the investment decision through a financial plan helps you make informed investment decision, maximizing structures and minimize risk. I can tell you vividly that this program called SHICAN has really touched the mind of our teenagers. It has also been the voice of the voiceless. We can speak, we can stand, we can tell our teenagers, most especially the girls, that their futures are very, very bright. Unlike the olden days, where people will not be able to speak their mind, all in the name of what they want at all costs. They sell their lives. They believe there is no life after money. They lured into what are not meant to be. A case study of a woman in my environment here. This woman, everybody known her to be a famous person, not knowing that she has been working on the what? On the money loaned by a cooperative society. There was a day she was asked to refund the money on weekly basis. She do refund the money every week. So this particular day, she couldn't meet up with her targets. She had to look up for all the Yahoo guys. So one of the Yahoo guys said, "Mommy, hope all is well with you." Imagine a married woman to all these young Yahoos. So when the boy asked, "Mommy, hope all is well," she told the guy that, "I'm not truly fine. Any problem?" She said, "I have to pay some certain money, but the money is yet to complete." The guy asked that, "How much is it left for you to complete the money?" She told the guy that it remained just 2,000 naira. Imagine the 2,000 naira, which is not even up to a peanuts money. The guy said, "Mommy, if you can do me a favor, don't worry, I will give you 10K. Married woman, a woman of 4 children. She said, "I can do anything to get that 2,000 naira at all costs." In my environment, my local environment around the Joko side, this woman said, "I'm ready to do whatever it takes for me to get that 10,000 naira. This was how the guy called the other 2 guys, making 3. They molested this woman all in the name of 10,000 naira, not knowing that other guys were covering the situations. They had that incident covered. At the end of the day, they now released it on the social media within our vicinity. That was how the woman was shaped out of the matrimonial home. So to cut the long story short, I really appreciate this program, she can. If we can continue this way, I believe instead of 40% of our teenagers who has been one way or the other victimized or lured into what is not expected of them, it will totally change the mindset of them that they have brighter future, better future, and they can achieve many things through this belief they have in them that I can do many things without engaging myself in any form of atrocity. Thank you for welcoming me into this program. I would have loved to show my face, but I don't know how to go about it. I'm not this social media type, but I'll try all I could to get back to you and show my face in particular. Thank you for honoring my invite.
Thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate you, Ma. That was really touching and inspiring, Ma. Thank you, Ma. And once again, welcome to the Shikan Conference, one of the many impactful initiatives of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. If you are just joining us, we are right on time, and we are so glad to have you here. There is so much more ahead. So moving on is the section 3, which is overcoming money mindset and fear by our second guest speaker. It's an honor to introduce a seasoned educator with over 20 years of experience in the teaching profession, with a deep passion for shaping young minds and her years of experience in classroom development and mentorship. She brings a wealth of sight to this conversation. So let's welcome Ms. Adebayo Opeyemi.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here again. And I appreciate God for this. I appreciate God for this opportunity. So, in order not to waste time.
Oh, we're unable to see your face, ma.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Can you see me now?
No. No, ma. The camera icon is maybe your camera icon is off.
Oh.
There's a part on your screen. You can just tap your screen. It will show you. See this icon, start video. So there's always if your camera is off, there'll be a slanted red line on it.
No. Okay. Oh, it's leaving. Can you see me now?
No, ma.
Oh my God. But I can see you.
I can't see you, ma.
Oh.
It's just, you can just tap your screen and you see underneath, you have mute, stop video, participant, chat, reaction. So you click on that one, the stop video.
Click on it again.
Yes,
yes,
we can see you now, ma.
I'm very sorry for that. Oh, good afternoon, everybody, once again.
Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, I am happy to be here again. Our dear mommy, Mrs. Olufunke. Yeah, good afternoon. I really appreciate you for the good and wonderful work that you are doing. May God continue to help you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, nice to be here again. So, impacting on knowledge on the teenagers, overcoming money mindset and fear. We all know what money is. The medium of exchange, money is the medium of exchange. We know what fear is. Fear can be, related to anxiety. When you are scared of doing one thing or the other, or you don't know, you don't believe yourself that, actually I can do this. You understand? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can. You don't want to do it. You are scared of it. You're scared of, going forward or putting yourself in a kind of business. You are scared that, if I go into this business, probably I'm going to lose. So, that is a fear on its own. So in order not to waste our time, overcoming money mindset and fear involve a combination of self-reflection, education, strategy actions. So we have some points here. Because of our time, I'm going to rush self-reflection. let's look at identify your money mindsets. You have to identify your money mindsets. What you want to use your money for? It is very, very important. What is your attitude towards money? It is very, very important. Are you looking for this money in all ways? You want to get money by all means. No, it shouldn't be. You have to relax. You must relax. You must work before you get your money. You don't just look for money because in present world now, especially in Nigeria, you see the young guys outside there, they go into all these Yahoo plus money rituals. You see them using human being like them for money. They just want to get money by all means. Even the females, they can do anything. They go to any land to get money. They don't want to know, oh, these guys can use me for rituals. They don't want to know that. All they want is money. They want to have money by all means. So we have to be very, very careful about this. Then you have to challenge negative thoughts. As in, are you limiting yourself? Are you thinking, oh, I can't make it in life? No. You have to just have a change of mind towards that, because God can help everyone. Though you might start from somewhere. Yes, you have to start from somewhere, especially in Nigeria now. We know what the economy is all about. We know what we are passing through now. So you don't just look down on yourself that, oh, how am I going to make it in life? Do I think I can make it in life? Yes, you can make it in life. You can make it in life, because we have to start from somewhere. So don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself at all. Oh, is it because you don't have parents? Probably you're an orphan. No, you shouldn't look at that. I myself, I happened to lose my dad, when I was very, very young. I have not started school then. But, later, my education, I have to struggle. I have some people that, my sister sponsored me, my primary education. My mother did that. Then the secondary, my sister. After that, I have to sponsor myself. I have to struggle, to get everything. I must go to school. So this money, don't think, oh, unless somebody help me before I can make it in life. Definitely, we know that, okay, we need helpers. We all need helpers. But at least you must help yourself first. So do not look down on yourself. Do not have negative thoughts that, oh, I can't have money in life. God can help us. Although we don't have it, we are begging God now. But through our attitude, through our work, we can be there. And then the next one is understand your fear. You acknowledge and confront your fears towards money. Yes, you have to look for one thing or the other doing. You don't just sit down at home and be expecting miracle. It's not possible. You have to go out. You go out there, you look for what you do. You can do this, you can do that. Then you will be able to earn a living.
Yes.
So the next one is let's look at education. Like I said, you have to, go to school. You have to study. You can learn work. There is nothing bad in that. You can learn. Yes. There are many things you can learn. Tailoring is there. We have hairdressing is there. A lot of vocation that you can involve yourself. In case you don't even have privilege to go to school, to further your education, you can learn as well. So that is side hustle. Even we that we are able to go to school, we can still have side hustle, little businesses. Then God will crown our efforts. So now let's look at you learn every day. You manage debts, and then investments. Investments. You invest, try to invest, but you have to invest wisely. you must invest wisely so that you won't be doomed. So there are different type of investments that you can go into, but before you go that, you have to seek knowledge from people that know about it.
Yeah.
Then you manage debts. Don't go to what you know you can't afford. Yes. What you can afford, that is what you should go for. Okay, you want to, because your friend is, wearing a outfit of 100,000, and you can't afford it. If it is just 2,000 naira you can afford, why not go for it? You go for it, so that you won't just, mess up yourself. Because by the time you buy things on credits and there's no money to pay, you see they start running after you, and even some they lock them up. And then at the end of the day, you have yourself to blame. So let us manage debts. Then you stay informed. Yes, you stay informed. Like I said in the first lecture, then you stay informed. Social media is very, very important. You read, you seek information, news, you listen to news. So information is very, very important. Then, personal developments. And then discipline. You must have discipline. Yes, you learn how to spend your money. You don't, like, example, let's say you're earning 50,000 per month, and then you want to finish the whole 50,000. No, it is not done so. You have to learn how to keep at least 5% of that money, because there may be need for you to need money at any time, and there will be no helper to help. And then you go to your saving and take and use it for whatever you want to use it for. So you don't just spend everything. You learn how to keep, you learn how to save. And then strategic actions here. You set your financial goals. You create budget and plan for achieving your goals. You must have plans. It is very, very important. You must have goals. Very, very important. And then you develop a growth mindset. You view challenges as opportunity. So if you are facing challenge today, don't see it as the end of your life. No, you are just passing through a road. Let's say you are going to the market or you are going to the school, at least you have to pass through somewhere before you get there. That's just it. So it is a road to your breakthrough. Don't see your challenges as if, oh, all is gone, all hope is lost. No, you have to begin again. You have to start again and move forward. You encourage yourself. In whatever you are passing through, you encourage yourself. That is not the end of life. So you seek support from people that knows better. You seek support, you seek advice, and then you go to people, oh, I need help. But you must watch the kind of people you go to for help, because it's not everybody that can help. So if you are the type that doesn't like to, ask people for help, then you have to work more. You have to put in more effort in whatever you are doing. Nobody's having money. Nobody's rich. Everybody is just trying. But you have to seek help from those that God has already helped. Those that are in greater heights already, we must seek help from them. And then you take action. You start in a small way. Don't just look at those that have achieved, a greater height as if, oh, I want to be this immediately. No, this started from somewhere. This started from somewhere. You need to start from somewhere. You start gradually. And then before you know it, God will grant your efforts. You are there before you know it. So you don't just think you are going to jump into it one day. No, it's not a day's work. You have to start from somewhere. And then additional tip that you can include, you focus on abundance, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and opportunity. Yes, you must have it in your mind that, okay, I am not going to be poor. No. I am not good. Don't accept that you're a poor human being, that you're a poor person. No, you don't accept that, because our God is rich. Our God is rich. So as a rich, Though, especially in this present Nigeria, everybody's just struggling. But as you are struggling, you have the belief that you are rich because your God is rich. Don't see yourself as a poor person. Don't accept that. Don't accept that. So you must seek opportunity all the time, different type of opportunity. You don't know which one is going to work for you. Before you know it, God will crown your efforts. So, but you don't just sit down there, fold your hands, and be expecting miracles. No, you have to do something. You must do something. You must go out and look for what to do. Then don't limit yourself. Don't pity yourself. So the teenagers, do not go to boys to look for money. You can make money by yourself. Yes, it is possible for you to make money. You can make money. Don't think unless this boy sleeps with me before I can, make it in life. No, you have a great future. You have a brighter future. God created you. You are a unique person. Yes, that is how God made you. So see yourself as an important person. Don't see yourself as if, oh, unless I go to boys to look for money before I can make it in life. No, and you boys, please let us know that we can work. God can help us through the work of our hand. Don't engage in all this bad attitude to get money. Money rituals, Yahoo Plus, it is very, very bad. Work, your hard work can really help you. So if you apply all these tips, I believe God will help you and God will help all of us in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Ma. Thank you, Ma. That was really impactful. Thank you, Ma. And once again, come to the Shikan Conference, one of the many impactful initiatives of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. If you are just joining us, you are right on time, and we are so glad to have you here. Let's keep going. There is so much more ahead. So to the next program of the lecture of the day, we have a short lecture on understanding loan credits and debt and how to avoid money traps by our beautiful manager again, Miss Rihanna Okikiola.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm so glad to speak on this important topic. And once again, my name is Rihanna Okikiola. So I'll be talking on understanding debt, loan, and avoiding money traps. So this topic is so important that it's something that most of us are dealing with daily, directly or indirectly. Whether you are borrowing 5,000 naira from a friend, whether you are using a loan app or you are dreaming about that buy now, pay later offer, but we don't understand how things work. So if you don't understand how this works, you can end up in a serious financial stress or crisis, or worse, you can even be trapped. So let's start with the basics. What is loan? It's actually a general word, but a loan is a money you borrow with the agreement to pay back, usually with interest. Most of the time, loans come with interest. So it can come from a bank, a loan app, or even from someone you know, a friend, a colleague. As long as you are borrowing money with the agreement to pay back, either with interest or without interest, it is a loan. Don't get me wrong, not all loans are bad, but every loan must be taken with wisdom. They are good loan is the one that helps you grow. Those loans that help you grow, they are the good loan. Maybe you get a loan to start a business, you pay for training or to handle an emergency. Those ones are they are good loan. So what is credit? Credit is your ability to borrow money and pay back over time. When someone says you have a good credit, it simply means that people trust you to pay back what you owe. It means that you've been borrowing money and you've been paying it back, meaning that you have a good credit. So if you're the type that borrows money and you don't pay back, you have a bad credit. So what is debt? Debt is the money you owe. It becomes dangerous when it becomes uncontrollable, when you owe everywhere and you can't pay back. You start borrowing more money to cover all debt. That's the debt trap. You are owing somebody 50,000 naira, or let's take for example all these common loan sharks in our community now. You take money from one, and maybe after you are meant to pay over a period of 6 months. After like 4 months, you're unable to pay. The business is down. You don't have enough money. You do not borrow money from another one to pay off that one. That you are falling into the debt trap, which is very, very bad. So what are the common money traps that we should avoid and we should talk about? The first one is impulse borrowing. That's borrowing money just because money is available, not because you need it. There are sometimes people will be like, it's not like you need money. You just be like, oh, those people, they are borrowing money. Oh, how much is their interest? It's low. It's just 3% interest. Let me borrow, and you borrow. Not because you have anything to do with that money, but it's just you are borrowing because the money is available. It's not like you need it. That is impulse borrowing, and it is very, very bad. The second one is loan with high interest. Some will look very easy and fast, with charge ridiculous interest, and they will invade your privacy when you can't pay. All this loan app on phone, you see the interest, they'll be like, oh, 1,000 every day. The interest is just 5%. The interest is cheap. You take the loan. And when you can't pay back, you see them, they have access to your pictures, you take pictures, they start posting your pictures. Some will even go ahead and post your picture, writing obituary, writing defaming stuff like, oh, this person is sleeping with dog, avoid that, all because you can't pay back. Another one is borrowing to impress people. Like, we have many people that do that a lot. When I was in school, I have many of my colleagues that borrow money from loan apps. They borrow money from friends just to buy clothes, to upgrade their phone. You borrow money to buy things you can't afford because you just want to look a certain way for online, for just social media life, or even in real life. There's sometimes they feel like, oh, Kiki, there's this new bag. I want to buy. How much is it? Oh, it's 35,000. I'll be like, I should buy a bag of 35K. How much is my what? How much is my net worth? So we just laugh it off sometimes. But you just notice that after like a week or a few days, you notice them with that bag in class. Wow. Sometimes sometimes it might be that maybe the money they save or something. But most of the time, we start having issues. Maybe they are not fighting with their roommate or their friend. She borrowed money from me with the promise that she was going to pay back ending of the month, and she's not paying back. You are borrowing to impress others. This can lead into, it will make you fall into the debt trap. Another one is if you are living on credit. You are always buying and thinking I'll pay later. One day, that later will catch up. Oh, I want to do easy buy. I want to do this. The moment you have the mindset, oh, you want to buy this thing. Oh, let me save. Sometimes things that are not that important, you can save up and buy it over time. But you'll be like, oh, I want to buy it now. You want to buy it. It's not like it's that important to you. You buy it and you can't pay. You'll not be like, I'll be paying over time. You'll be living on credit. You are buying food on credit. You are buying this on credit. If you are not careful, you will fall into the debt trap. Another one is the peer pressure debt. Because the reason why many people fall into this peer pressure debt is because they feel like, oh, my friend is doing this, I also want to do it. So most of the time, they keep borrowing without having a means or way to pay back, which is very, very bad. If you fall into this peer pressure debt, then because everybody is doing it, you want to meet that unrealistic standard, it is very, very bad. Another thing is that when you borrow money, how can you stay? Another part is we talk about how you can stay financially free, how you can stay debt free. The first is that you borrow money with purpose. You borrow money, only take loan when it's necessary and when you have a clear path to pay back. Like the story the first speaker talked about. She borrowed a loan, she took a loan without having a clear path to pay back because they are feeling like, oh, I'm using this money for business. Okay, what if the business doesn't come up? What if you don't make enough profits to cover that interest? Because the reason why most of the time these people fall into these situations is because they don't understand the concept of that interest. So when you are borrowing, you borrow with purpose. You take loan when it's necessary and when you have a clear path, a clear plan to pay back. Not because I'll borrow it, I'll pay Jare. Don't worry, God will do it. Sometimes make plans. Everything is not God will do it, God will do it. God is not the one helping you to take that money. And God is not the one that pushes you into debt. So most of the time, just you calculate, how will I pay this loan? If it's like you don't have a means of paying back, please don't take the loan. Another one is that you understand the terms. Most of the time, people just click, accept. They are very easy to just sign on loan documents. You sign. Oh, you want to take money from a cooperative? You just sign. Oh, you want to take money from a loan? You just sign without understanding the terms and conditions that is applied. Please, you read the interest rate, you read the payback option, you read the penalties and everything, and you make sure you understand everything very, very well. Because sometimes you're unable to pay that. When I was in school, if we go to this general market, you see some women, because they're unable to pay back and they've signed something that they did not understand. Because they're unable to pay, they'll put this placard and like a placard on their neck for people to help them. They'll not put them in the market that people should be like they are begging. Some they will come to the street and make noise. Some they will even arrest them. So most of the time when you are taking a loan, understand all these ones that you see online. Oh, 500,000, they will get 1,000 every day. That's nice. So you just click. Read the interest rate, understand the payback, you understand your penalties and everything. Don't be so quick to click accept. I sign. Don't be so fast to sign on loan documents. Read. If there are things you cannot understand, you can ask them, please, can I take this home? And then when you get home, you check people around you that can explain every procedure, every of the penalties and everything you don't understand. They will read and explain to you. Another thing is that you should track your spending. Know where your money is going. If you don't track your money, you will always feel broke, no matter how much you earn. Track your spending. Oh, I'm earning 500,000 a year. Before the end of the month, you have list of bags you want to shop. You have list of gowns you want to buy. So after paying, you feel like I'm broke because you are planning beyond your budget. So when you keep track of your spending, like, oh, this bag is this, I'll have this left, it will help you stay on track. I remember when I was working at the contact center after university, after service. So what I do is we get our salary as early as on the 23rd. So what I do is I'll take a full scarf sheet. I have this ruling. I'll just make like 3 to 4 days because we do night, we do day shift. It's 3 days, 3 days for a day and then one night, and then you have 2 days break. So I'll just write it there. I'll write the full date of that month, from that 23rd, 23, 24. I'll write it to the second day that I'll be getting salary the next month. The day I'll be doing night, I'll write it. The money, the cost of transportation and feeding for night, for day, I'll calculate everything. I'll track. Okay, this is what I'm saving. Okay, this is what, okay, I want to buy 4 things. Those are the things on my list I want to buy. Oh, I'm not buying the 4. I can only afford 1. I'll tick. Which is how you track your spending, because no matter how much you earn, if you are not tracking your spending, you always feel broke. And you avoid fake lifestyles. Don't go broke trying to look rich. True wealth is peace, not pressure. Avoid fake life. Most of the time, the reason why many people fall into this trap is fake life. There's a woman in my community, there was a party and she wanted to buy lace. Ashwebi, it was like 50,000 naira. Because she's always forming big woman. She bought 2. She said the 2.5 years will not be enough. So she bought 100,000 naira lace. She paid for one. After the party, she paid for the second one. They are still dragging her to date. Why? They are still dragging her, always coming to her door to shout, to bang the door and shout, she come and pay the money you bought. Why? It's 50. If you cannot afford one, you cannot afford the 2. Just stick to one. But because of that fake lifestyle, that, the style she wants to sew, she saw it on Instagram. Is this, is that? 3 years is not enough. The tailor said she will pay 5 years. She will need 5 years and blah, blah, blah. She's still in that debt. Just yesterday, they were still in her house making noise. Avoid fake lifestyles. Don't go broke trying to look rich. And build emergency savings, even if it's small. Try to keep something aside. Savings reduce the need for constant borrowing, even if it's 5% of whatever you're in, or 10%. Save. It reduces that constant borrowing. Every now and then, you're in someone's DM asking for a loan. Please, can I see 2K from you? Please, I don't have TP. Can you borrow me 1K? Can you borrow me 3K? Save. I know what it's like to feel pressure, to look good, to show off, to meet needs, standard. But the truth is, financial peace is better than fake wealth. The person you are comparing yourself to online may also be drowning in debt. Don't copy their life, copy wisdom. That person you are copying online, they might even be earning more than you. They might be drowning in debt. You are copying what you are seeing online. You don't know what they are going through online. It's only the good face. And there's something about social media. It's only what I want you to see that you see. I select it. There are some people, the way they look at me is one big guy, because that is what you will see on social media. But they will not really understand the struggle and everything somebody's facing, because social media is not really a real place. So please, let's normalize asking questions about money. Let's normalize saying, no, I can't afford it. No, I'm not buying. Oh, I don't have enough. Sometimes it's like, it will look somehow if I say I can't buy this thing. It's a normal thing. I can't afford it. Sometimes I don't use I can't afford it right now. I can't afford it, or I'm not buying, straight up. You're sending me a message to buy a Ashwebi of 50,000 and 70,000. I will tell you straight away that I can't afford it. Because you can't expect me to start removing from my savings to pay for your 50,000, 100,000. No. Because the more we understand credit, loans, and debt, the less likely we are to fall in that trap. So let's try to make smart decisions, wise decisions, so we can be free and we can be in control of our financial life. Because we can be financially free. We can be free in every way, and we can be financially free too. So thank you once again. Thank you for giving me the platform to talk on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And once again, welcome to the Shikan Conference, one of the many impactful initiatives of the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. If you are just joining us, you are right on time, and we are so glad to have you here. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms and stay connected, inspired, and informed. Fadaka Olufunke Foundation on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So let's keep going. There is so much more ahead. So let's move to...
Sorry, Haisha. Just to recognize Dr. Pao Mbewe. Thank you so much for joining, Dr. Pao. We appreciate you. So go ahead.
Thank you so much. So we move to section 5, which is building strong saving culture by our next speaker, a woman of deep faith, purpose, and service, Mrs. Morenike Dorcas Daowodu. She is a trained theologian and a dedicated missionary and a seasoned administrator by profession. All of the above, she is a committed Christian with a heart that beats for God and for people. Please welcome with love and honor the founder of Tabitha and Deborah Foundation, Mrs. Morenike Dorcas Daowodu.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Morning,
Ma.
It is my honor to be here this morning.
Thank you, Ma.
I appreciate the founder, Olufunke Fadaka. I appreciate her and the team members and the managers. Kiki, God bless you all.
Amen,
I'm happy
Ma.
to be here this morning once again, and I'm here to speak on the topic, building a strong savings culture. Building a strong saving culture. We need to know what savings is before we build a strong culture on it. Savings is setting aside resources for future use. Savings is setting aside a resources or money for future use. Now, a savings culture. A savings culture is to discipline yourself into saving available resources regularly. Saving available resources regularly means whatever that comes through you, whatever that passes through you, you keep some out of it. You keep some. You don't finish everything at a go. We have this in two major categories. Available resources are in two major categories. We have capital and we have social. Under the capital includes money. Money, the first one is money, while the second one is energy. The third one is time. The fourth one is water and food. The fifth one, health. The sixth one, land. The seventh one, building, and so on. We have so many resources, but to mention the few. While the social resources include relationships. I'll go back to the first one, which is capital. I'll speak on money. Money, you must cultivate the habit of saving money for achieving future goals. You must cultivate the habit of saving money for achieving future goals. You can't eat your cake and also have it. It is impossible. While I was young, I cultivated the habit of saving money. I saved towards my education. I came from a polygamous house, and we are many. So if I want to achieve my purpose in life, I must do something extraordinary and save. So I saved towards my education, and to the glory of God, I was able to make it. So you can't eat your cake and have it. You must spend your money prudently. You mustn't spend else to your way. Make sure you save part of the money if you want to be something in life. You must cultivate this habit of saving very well. Savings culture is not a day journey. It comes gradually. Lifestyle. When you are young, you begin by saving inside a wood, what they call kolo. You begin to save 1 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira, and so on. So you save a lot for yourself and you build on it. And it's a lifestyle that you have to develop. You build on it and you develop it. Once you started early, so also we must train our children. When people comes around or they have pocket money, they must save out of that money. You don't spend every kobo that comes. You have to save. It's not a day journey. It's a discipline. It's a lifestyle discipline that you must cultivate. Keeping something out of any resources that comes your way. And there are structures that the government have put in place for us. Government gave us a commercial bank. There are microfinance, and there are community-based organizations where we can keep our money. A cooperative. This one has been confirmed. It has been tested and confirmed. A cooperative that you can keep your money. They are very close to you. Even if you don't want to go out to bank, you have them around you. You can save your money. We have this microfinance bank also. They are not far from our vicinity. We can keep our money in cooperative, as I have said earlier, but we have to be mindful of the cooperative we are joining. We have to be mindful. There are so many cooperatives that they have gone away. They've reaped so many people of their hard-earned savings today. You must be very sure that the money you are saving, and that is your money with cooperative that are registered under state government, because it is only the state government that the Act of Cooperative in Nigeria has given power, Director of Cooperatives, giving power to register cooperatives. So be sure that the cooperative you are going into, it is well registered so that you won't lose your hard-earned money at the end of the day. From my own experience, I have joined so many cooperatives, and I'm still in one already. I have joined, and I've seen that registering a cooperative registered under CAC, when there are issues, you don't have anybody to run to. But when you join a legal one that is registered under state governments, you will have someone to run to when there are issues, when there are problems. You'll be able to report to them that these are the things that has been happening in our cooperative society. Then the second one I want to speak on time. Time. You have to plan your time. Time planning is very, very important. You must organize yourself. You must prioritize your task. Having a good knowledge of time management, it's very, very important. If you're a good time manager, you will be working smart instead of working hard. There are so many people today, they are working hard. There is nothing to show for it. So if you're a good time manager, you will work smart. Another one is I will be talking on energy. Conserving energy by optimizing your daily routine. You conserve your energy. You don't just waste your energy on things that are less important. Conserve your energy so that you can bring something good out of your daily routine. Another one is water and food. Reduce food wastage. There are some people that you are just one or two in the house. You want to cook rice, cook more than enough. At the end of the day, you are going to throw the leftover out. You are going to throw it away. So you must manage your resources. Whatever that comes your way, save out of it, save for the rainy day, and conserve your water. Water is life. And the next thing is I will be speaking on health. Prioritize your sleep to wealth. If you have good and sound wealth, if you cultivate a good habit of sleeping, saving, it will save yourself a lot of stress, health issues. It will save you. So you must plan yourself. You must prioritize your sleep. This is within 1 minute to 2 minutes, 1 hour to 2 hours. I want to rest. I want to do this. Prioritize what you can in the old age, land and building and so on. I speak on the social resources. This includes relationships. As a woman, you must invest time and effort in nurturing your relationships with your family, partners, and friends. Strengthen bonds and create a support system. God won't come down from heaven to assist you, but you must maintain whatever he has given unto you. That's your social resources. You must maintain it very well. You mustn't do away with relationship. Once you are done with transaction, you are done with it. No, you must maintain a relationship, because that relationship is still going to bring you more grace and more wealth when you keep it and maintain the relationship. Another thing is that women, we must conserve our resources for future purposes, because conservation of our resources is pivotal to ensuring our survival and our well-being, both now and in future generation. What do I mean by this? As a woman, when we conserve our resources, we can save wealth for our children. We can save generations from poverty. When we can save generations poverty, when we conserve our resources, when we save things for the unborn child, when we save things for the generations to come, that means we are conserving it. And by conserving this, you will save yourself a lot of stress in the old age. There are some women that now they are old. They don't have anything to bank on. In their early years, they've spent all the resources that comes through them. They've spent it, they squander it. They didn't even leave anything for their children. Some they will say your grandparents have used your time. You have spent the work you are supposed to use now. So as a woman, we must be conservative. We must conserve every resources that comes our way for now and in future, for future use. Thank you. And I'm happy and thank you for the honor given to me to speak on this platform. Is a privilege. I appreciate you all. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you, Ma, for the very impactful lecture. I really learned a lot. Thank you, Ma. So moving on to section 6, which is the main meal of the day, a lecture on women and wealth creation by the visionary behind the SHICAN conference herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to welcome a woman whose life is a true reflection of purpose, passion, and impact. She's the of thousands of young people, especially in the area of sexual health education, empowerment, and advocacy. But beyond all this, she's a teacher, a counselor, an author, and a passionate voice for women. A woman who not only say we can be free, but who works daily to make sure we are. Today, she will be speaking on the topic that is deeply needed and deeply personal, women and wealth creation, because she knows, and we all know, that true freedom must include financial empowerment. Please help me welcome an exceptional woman, a leader, and a voice of hope, Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. Thank you so
Welcome,
much.
Ma.
Thanks for the long intro. Before I start, I just want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate my husband. Thank you for joining. It's quite a busy person. Mrs. Adebayo, thank you. That was very, very impactful. Thank you, Mrs. Bello Shakirat. I mean, that was very emotional and very inspirational. And thank you so much, Mrs. Olabode Daowodu. That was very, very informative. We can't, I appreciate every one of you here, and we're all learning every day. Thank you so much. So today I will be talking on wealth creation. We've talked, the speakers, they've really covered it all. But today, majorly, I will be talking about wealth creation for women. And the reason why is that women, we're at the receiving side, whether we like it or not. If something is bad, it's the woman. If there's any issue, it's the woman. So we always, if you have a girl child, it's either, especially in Africa, like, it's either she's a witch, she's a slut. We tend to have all these stereotypes, and a lot of women have grown into disadvantage. So we grow up realizing we have a lot of dreams, and somewhere along the line, either through family, culture, society, or any form of stereotype, we tend to realize that we cannot achieve, or we cannot dream that dreams that men do dream. Right. So who is a woman? Who is a woman? Please, can we all see my screen? And am I audible enough? So is my screen very, very, can we see my screen? Is that yes? Hi, Shah, can we see my screen? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So who is a woman? Biologically, a woman is an adult female, which means that you have the reproductive organ, you have a breast, you have the vagina, and every other thing that distinguishes you from a man. Right. Some scholars will say a woman is a force of nature. She's very resilient, she's very resourceful and richly capable. A woman births a nation, shapes the culture, drives change. She's not just part of the future, but we are the future. Right. So what is the importance? Now, when you look at all this, these are people that came together. They begin to realize, to define what we are as women, and to realize that women are resourceful. We are richly capable. We bet nations. we shape cultures, and we drive change. Now, that will take me into wealth creation. So, what is the importance when we put all these words into this topic we're talking about today? So, wealth creation is the process of building and increasing your financial asset over time. That means that you're nobody and you want to become somebody. And we're going to be very practical today. So it's going to be more practical. And so the theory part we're using must be relatable. And we want to go home today to make sure that by the time we come back in next month, by the time we begin to do our yearly review, everybody must step up. So everybody here, as long as you're a woman, you have to step up. Yes. So it's building your capacity financially, multiplying your money. So what does that mean? What's all those big grammars? So using your money to make smart decisions. I have my money. How can I make smart decisions for my future? That is wealth creation. So this money I have, how can I make smart decisions with this money? Some people will say, okay, I want to buy wig. I want to, we make all these examples or our wonderful speakers. But this money you have or the money you will have, how can you make smart decisions with the money? So let's deep into that. Before we go into, we're going to look at why. Why is it important to make smart decisions? Why? Because of age. As we age every time as women, our opportunities are limited. As we age, opportunities are limited. We have health issues. A lot of women, we have fibroid, cyst, hormonal imbalance, which means that the things a man can do, we cannot do. What do I mean? If you study law as a woman and a man study law, he might grow to become maybe a son or, a very non-person, but a lot of issues can happen when you're a woman and then you realize that you might have the academic career, but you're limited due to your health issues. 5 out of 10 women have fibroid, cyst, hormonal imbalance, and all this kind of health issues like diabetics and so many things that happen in our lives. We're just born into this body. We're born into this body. We grow up to realize, okay, I'm a lady. Okay, I'm a girl child, and then we have to hone up with that because we didn't plan to have this kind of growth, this kind, of nature, this kind of stereotype. But we're falling into that society whereby, as women, we just have to do whatever it is we have to do to survive, and sometimes our health says no. Sometimes our health says no, because why? If you have fibroids, you're limited to things you can do. So why you should make important decisions when it comes to your money. So cultural bias, especially in Africa, in West Africa, in East Africa, in South Africa, the culture says no. As a woman, you cannot build, you have to be under a man. But we understand that because we've been taught religions every time. We know that we have to be submissive, but what comes to our pocket? What religion says you can't make money? What religion says you can't be you can't be prosperous? But because we're women, we've been capped into the stereotype. So we realize that the culture that we fit into, the culture that a lot of our parents, our grandparents fit into, that is why they're left behind. Because the culture says so. Oh, I'm from Hausa culture. It says so. I'm from Zulu, from South Africa. I'm a woman. No, I'm not meant to make money. I'm meant to look for a man that makes money. Meanwhile, you have the capacity to make important world decision, but the society says no. And that because of that, somewhere in your brain, you think the only person that should make money, the only person that should be successful is a man. That is a no. We have the society pressure to get married once you're 18. Get married. I have a lot of wonderful, amazing, smart ladies around me. And then when are you getting married? When are you getting married? You want a woman to get married. She has no credible job, no sustainable business. And then you're getting married to someone who's obviously equally average. How are you going to survive? But the society will pressure you. But when it comes to the man, what are they going to say? Go and make money. You have to feed your family. You have to date. But the woman, you just go and get married. So because the society says so, we have pressure. And then by the time you get married, they tell you, oh, you're not going to have a child. Oh, she's barren. Oh, my God, look at her. This is the first year. This is the 10th year. We're waiting on God for money. Oh, no. Because why? Because you're a woman. And what happens then if you've made very bad financial decisions and any of these things happen to you? You're stuck. You're not going to go forward and you won't go backward. What else? Health issues. A lot of women, including myself, so many of us in our lifetime, we're going to have 1 or 2 health issues. This is the fact. It could be old age disease, it could be diabetic, it could be anything. So as you're growing as a woman, it is very factual that you will have one or two health. It could be high blood pressure. You could be, a lot of women have, especially in Africa, we have these a high blood pressure machine, at the office, and you tend to see a lot of market women. They have very high increase in high blood pressure. Why? Because they're the one that do the work. They're the one that pays the bill. All right. So whether you like it or not, as a woman, before you're 70, you might have one or two health issues. And when you don't have money, what happens? You have to wait for your children to make it. And if your children are not making it, then you become what the society dictates of you. Right. And the emotional support. We don't get support. We're the one that goes to church. We have to pray for the family. If ever anything happens, it's hers. And then nobody, because we don't, when we cry, it's a problem. Oh, yeah, the nagging. All right, we hardly have. So as a woman, because you're in charge of the family, you're in charge of your children, you're in charge of your business, you can't speak out. Because why? Because you're a woman. You're meant to take it all in. That is what we've been taught. And a lot of us, if we fail to make good financial decisions with the little we have, what's going to happen? You will end up becoming what the society says of you. So now how? Someone said, we can have all this without creating a solution. How can I make smart money decisions? Always have multiple streams of income. And this is where we're going to break it down. Find something that you can do as a second job. People that know me know I have a lot of businesses, okay? I have, lots of businesses. So if I don't work, something is coming up. And what happens? Growing up, I had to put in. When people are like, oh, this woman has thousands of lands or, hundreds of acres and all this stuff. Because why? I have to learn from my mother. I learned from my mom was paid the ultimate sacrifice. And I being the only girl, I grew up amongst boys. I realized that the opportunity that I have and the opportunities they have differs. Because why? The Yoruba culture said so. The Yoruba culture says, what you put in a girl child and what you put in a boy child is differs. All right. So I have to work and break that barrier. It doesn't matter even if I live in England and my parents, very okay. But there's a culture, there's a stereotype. Women are being we're being placed into a box, especially if you are a black woman. You have to do twice much as a man before you're recognized. And even when you're successful, the world will still question where that comes from. So every woman must have an handwork. You must either have an handwork, learn a trade, or have a talent, or you go after education. So this is very compulsory. You can't negotiate it. So there's nothing to say, oh, I can't read and write. That's fine. Go and learn a trade. It's very important. You must have 2 or 3 such, streams of income. And also you must either have an handwork, and we're going to break that down, learn a trade, and you're never too young to learn a trade. If you go into China, you'll see women in their 60s still learning how to make wigs. And sometimes in their lifetimes, they end up becoming multi-millionaires. It's not really about age. It's the mindset. If your mind is ready, you will. And if you understand how the importance, because whatever decision we make today is what, if you close your eyes and think about 20 years from now, what am I going to be? What will 20 years from now be for me? That's when you begin to realize that it's important to make smart money decisions. So as a woman, you have to learn hard work, you have to learn a trade or develop a talent. So someone says, oh, what is it to learn a trade? You can start selling, making soap. These are, I went into a bit of research. If you look at it, these are FMCG. They're very fast-moving consuming goods, which means that everybody uses it. You can start making soap from your house and selling it around. And from being a small business, that can grow into something big. And we've had testimonies from even lots of women that they've never been to school. And you hear like, oh, I learned this from a foundation. And then I just started making it. And I realized the demand in soap, because every household needs to wash. Every household needs soaps, so you have to learn something. We have fashion as well. We've seen so many content creators, so many young girls that have gone to have degrees and masters, and they've gone into fashion. And that is their way into creating wealth and success. Makeup and beauty, these are things that that every day someone will hire you. Every day someone will need. And just imagine you making up for the governor of your state. Just imagine you, the prime minister, a wealthy person, wants to have wedding. We're told the makeup for the Davido's traditional wedding, the lady they gave her 20 million naira just to make up her face. And these are people that when you look at their story, you realize they're coming from a very, very humble beginning. So no trade, no skill is lesser than education, especially when you are a woman. Right. So you have to get a job that pays your bills. You have to get a job that pays your bills, which means, okay, this is what I need to live by. You get a job that pays your bill. Okay, you have a stream of income, or you begin to learn something that will bring you more income. Or if you have a talent, maybe you could play keyboard, you're very good with computer, you're good with guitar, you could begin to work on that. You could begin to, find yourself to continuously develop those skills. Because what happened is the society says a woman cannot do it. So imagine you as a woman, you're playing the keyboard, or you're playing, when people see me play my piano, the whole is like, how did she play that so well? A lot of people that, because it's said it's only a man that could do it, especially majorly. So and when you do it as a woman, people will begin to hire you because you're different, because it's unlike us. That is the problem. So people begin to hire you. You begin to realize that you're going into places of wealth. You're becoming very, very successful. Today 10,000, tomorrow 10,000. As long as the money keeps coming in every day, that is what we're talking about. Am I making money every day until I retire? Because if you're not making money every day until you retire, you have to wait. And if you're in a society that does not really care about women, especially in Africa, you will always be whatever the society is. Whatever they tell you you're going to become, that is what you will become. Why? Because we've seen it from the stories of the past. We've seen it from our we've seen a lot. There's so many stories on social media about people that have put in so much, but because there's no smart investment, they have not put the money into, they've not made smart decisions. Now they have to sit down and wait for someone to come and help them. And, at the end of the day, it's just what it is. Right. So we're moving on to the next one. So how do I create wealth? How do I create wealth? Wealth. People say, oh, first to save. I think Miss Daowodu said that save. Make sure you save. It's an habit, just like what Mrs. Daowodu said. You must pick it up. The way we have a habit of eating every day. Have I saved today? If you've not saved today, that means that there's something wrong with your money decisions. What have I saved today? You must cultivate. She was talking about the piggy bank. If you get into my kids' room, you see the piggy banks. So because they tend to have people give them money. So when the money comes in, they put it in the piggy banks that we've raised them. So when the money comes in, someone give them £20, £10, it goes into the piggy bank. It's a culture. You cannot negotiate it. Why? Because you're a woman. Because if something happens to you now, a man is going to move on. Your brother will move on. You're going to be stuck either with your children. And most time, everything is in the hand of the woman. It's just the way it is. Adam, if you look at in the Bible, he was lonely, and God created Eve. So we're always in the supporting group. And what happens when you're the supporters? Nobody is going to pay attention to you. So you have to cultivate savings. If you're not saving, you must make sure that from today you have a savings. It is a taboo for any woman not to have a savings, even if it's 500 naira or R1 a day or $1. Because when you put that in the right in investment banks and all that, the money materialize over time. Commit yourself to either daily contributions or monthly contributions. Don't eat all your salary, just like what she said. Do not, if, you can't eat your cake and have it. Don't put all your hands in your mouth. Just like what the first woman said, when you take in everything, you take here, you take that. What happens? You become, whatever anyone wants you to be, and then you can end up, just being at the beck and call from any small person when you eat with your 10 fingers. Don't put it on. Always create an emergency, even if you don't have an emergency. And we've seen situations when women, just because their husband passed away, that changed the trajectory of their life and their children. So it's very, very important that whatever comes into your hand, you put it into a smart investment. Find something small to sell. Yes. Use your phone. Find, even if it's just makeup stick. Okay. Lipstick. Find something. Go buy 10. Buy 10, buy 20. Please, I'm selling lipstick. Before you know it, that's going to become 100. Find something very little, something that you know that you could keep. Make sure that people know that you're doing something other than, your whatever it is you're doing. You might have a full-time job, but make sure you have a second stream of income. Buy a land. I always tell people it's the first thing, invest your money. Some people say, oh, I have money. I've just made money. What do I put the money in? Go and buy gold. Put your money in gold and save it. Or you buy silver. Okay? Weigh the gram, keep it. You can keep it in the bank. Why? Because if you run into any form of emergencies, you can easily go there. Why? Because gold will forever have higher interest. And then just like all those Rolex and all these luxury items, so you can buy gold. Because why? When you resell it, the value increases for every time you keep a gold, and I mean original gold. So buy gold, take it and lock it up in the bank. Taking life insurance. These are ways to secure. If you're living in a Western country, make sure you have life insurance. So if anything happens to you, that will not affect your children's future. Buy quality silver. If you're checking it, those that buy gold 2010 and then you want to sell it now, you realize that it has tripled the money. That is what you call smart investment, but not everybody's going to tell you that. Buy land, buy land. Yes, let's remove the stereotype. They tell you women don't own the land. If you own a land, especially the young ones, you've been told, if you own a land, no man is going to marry you. If you build a house, no man is going to marry you. That is where the problem starts. Take your money and put them into fantastic investments, because when you make smart decisions, your life become more easier as a woman. All right, so buy lands. If you can buy a house and keep it. Yes, and these will increase and that will make your life more easier, which means as you grow and something happens to you, you're not going to be at the receiving side of the society. And then it's important that you network. And this is the most important thing of everything we're doing today. Network with people, be in groups. Okay, somebody can refer you. That's how it works. All the billionaires and millionaires is through referrals. Make sure you network properly. Do not make sure that every relationship you have, learn to network as a woman. Learn to network, because your savings, whatever somebody has, just by one referral, that could change everything for the rest of your life. So if you have one referrer, oh, I know this woman, and oh, can you start making these for me now? And then, and before you know it, boom, you're on the way to the top. So please make very, very important decisions when it comes to people, network with the right people, and one man's recommendation can hand you a lifetime opportunity. That is, my phrase. So one man's recommendation can hand you a lifetime opportunity, especially as a woman. So it's very important that we understand that we need to make money every day, at least until we're 60, 65. So whatever it is that we have gathered, then during the time that we retire as women, we can have something to fall back onto. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Wow, that was a powerful and eye-opening section. Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma, for pouring so much wisdom and the truth into us. So you've reminded us that wealth creation is not just about money, it's about mindset, networking with the right people, discipline, and having a vision, and savings also. So I'm sure we are all leaving this section more inspired and more equipped to take bold steps towards our financial freedom now. So I'm taking my savings more seriously from now. So if you've been waiting for a sign to start that business, to learn that skills, to manage your money better, this is it. Once again, thank you so much, Ma. So let's all take that fire and do something with it, because truly she can. So let's not stay limited because we are women. So now it's time for one of the most exciting parts of our conference, which is the empowerment and the advertising segments. So because at the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation, we believe in supporting women in business and giving everyone a chance to shine. So in this section, every participant, you have 2 minutes each to introduce yourself and advertise what you are selling, or maybe the service you are offering. Is a product, a service, a brand. So everybody gets 2 minutes. So when I call on the next person and you want to talk, you just unmute, and then after unmuting, you advertise. So this is your time to showcase your hustle, connect with your potential customers, and maybe even collaborate with someone new. You get. So let's empower one another, because when women support women, powerful things happen. So let's get started. Actually, I'm starting with myself. I'm starting with myself. So my name is Okikiola, as we all know, and the name of my brand is Okikifame Fashion. What I do is I sew and sell ready to wear, two-piece, Ankara gowns. Even what I'm wearing now is actually one of my products. So Okikiola, yeah, almost everybody now, test everybody with my social media account for patronage. I'm sending it to everybody. I'll add it to the group. So let's all do the same also. So Okiki Fame Fashion on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So let's patronize me too. So I'll be dropping my number and every other thing, so we can go through the page and see some of the styles and everything that I sell. In case you have something else in mind that, oh, you don't want this, is it? I also recreate styles. So thank you very much, everyone. So the next person will be Aisha.
Are you sure your I've just got a private message from Mrs. Mary. Can you show us your stuff, please?
Yes, ma. This is one of my styles.
And
This is
how
one
much do you sell
of my
that in?
styles.
How much is that in dollars, in pounds, in naira, in rands?
Okay, ma. I'll add it up. In naira, it's just 8,000 naira.
Okay, put that on the group, please.
Yes, ma. I will, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Yes, ma. So the next is Aisha.
Yes, ma, it's me. I sell perfumes, I sell perfumes, I sell roll-on, I sell perf oil, and here are some of my things. Yeah.
Okay.
So perfumes,
Wow.
different types.
And how much is those perfumes? How do you sell them?
This one is 10,000.
Okay. You receive.
And I have other ones too. And I'm also a graphic designer.
Okay. How much do you charge for your services?
It depends on the designs, but for songs, I charge maybe 8,000, 10,000.
Okay, thank you. Who's next? Anyone? Okay.
Goodness Tempo, over to you.
Goodness.
Thank you very much. My name is Goodness Temple, and the name of my brand is Sourced by Olana. I sell vintage shirts and thrifted wares.
Okay, can we see your shirts?
Yes, ma. And I'm also into baking. I bake things like banana breads, cake, and what have you, and parfait. Yes, ma.
Can we see? Do you have the pictures, videos? Can you share what you do?
Okay. I have pictures of what I bake, and this shirt I'm wearing now is for my brand.
Okay, let us see you. We need to see.
Let's see your shirt.
And how much is that? Can you put that on the front as well?
It's a vintage shirt for my brand.
Okay. And how much are those?
Okay, it varies. Like this one now is 5,000 naira.
Okay, and that's about $2, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
£2. That's fine. What is next, Mr.?
Hello, my name is Morenike Dorcas, the visionaire of Tabitha and Deborah, where we take care of aged women, widows, and less privileged. Also, I'm a network marketer of ginger herbal mixture. And also, I make liquid soap for industrial use and private use. Also into Adire. We make t-shirts, Adire, and the Adire clothing itself.
Okay, can we have the prices of the items, your soaps, what's the range, and then the Adire, that's the African attire, African wears.
Okay, the African attire is not readily available here. It's already in the office while I'm home.
Okay.
This is ginger herbal products.
Amazing.
For 17,000.
Can you bring it closer?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, right.
This is ginger herbal products. It goes for 17,000 naira per bottle.
Okay, that's about I think $7. Okay, what does it do?
It's multi-purpose.
Okay.
It's detoxify. It works through the whole body. It's a general liquid herbal mixture. It works for diabetics. It's bitter that means it's bitter in taste. Okay. It works for diabetes. The malfunctioning of organs. It works seriously in the whole body.
Okay.
It's detoxify. It's a general detoxifier.
The attires as well. How much do you sell the attires?
The attires, the t-shirts goes for 10,000 naira. The
Okay.
t-shirt, attire goes for 10,000 naira, while the 5 years goes for 25,000 naira. Is locally made by us at Rennie Gold Ventures.
Okay, maybe next you can come with that as well, because yeah, I'm getting some private messages and that's good. What was next? Is there any more?
I'm Bello Shakirat.
Yes,
I'm
Miss.
Bello Shakirat by name. Apart from being an educationist, I also coordinate traditional wedding, the one we call Alaga in Yoruba. I anchor both groom and bride side effectively. It
Okay.
doesn't, the state, as in the town, is never a barrier. I can anchor any form of town, be it Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. It is never a barrier to us because we've done many before and we can do better. So my stage name is Alabeni Alaga.
Okay, are you on
Thank you.
Instagram and Facebook? Do you have any social media account? Not yet. Okay. So it's just we on, yeah.
I will do that, ma'am.
You
I
can
will do
send that
that.
to the manager so we can follow you up and make some referrals.
Thank you,
Do
ma'am.
you present as well? Are you a presenter?
Yes, sir.
So what is your charges? How much do you charge? So when we're bringing people, we can, we know what prices we, we.
If they are giving me both sides,
When I was in
charge.
Nigeria, the moment I say my name, the price goes times 5. So it's very important to.
Appreciate that, ma. So my price is not much. If it is within Lagos, I charge 40,000 naira.
Okay.
So if it's going to entail traveling, it can be 50,000, depending on the people. If they are going to foot my bills of traveling, so it doesn't matter. I'll not add it up to my charging.
Okay, what about accommodation? If you're taught to come in, are they the ones to provide accommodation? That is inclusive, yeah?
No, excluding.
Excluding.
That to provide accommodation.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And I think we have Mrs. Adebayo here. She's the principal of Apple's International Schools. Yes, and they have the admissions. So over to you, Mrs. Adebayo.
Oh, good afternoon. I am Mrs. Adebayo. I'm an educationist. Where I work is Glorious Heritage School. We want everybody to bring your children. We're going to train your children very, very well for you. So don't think, oh, my child cannot read. Just leave that for us and God. Before you know it, your child will start reading, and your child will start doing exploits. And beside that, I sell children's wear.
Oh, amazing.
I sell children's shoe, ladies or tops.
Well, where
I
are they,
sell.
Mr. Adebayo? I need for, where are they? Are you going to bring your next?
Okay.
Oh, do you have them?
Yes, I sell this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is sample. This is another sample.
Wow.
I sell this. And they are quality ones.
Okay.
They are quality ones. And if you want me to, to send something to you abroad, I do that as well.
Okay.
I can buy for you Nigeria. Then
the range. How I mean the wear is like what was the age gap? The age range. I mean, is it for holders or?
Okay, this is for like 8 years,
Okay,
8 years old. Yes.
That one. The shirt.
This go for 2 years.
Okay, so what's the prices?
This is just 3,000 naira.
5,000. Okay.
3,000. Yes, and this 5,000 naira with a pounds.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
So we have 50,000 for grabs now. Thank you so much, Mary, from the United States. And so I patronize everyone. Thank you so much, Mary. She's a nurse. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
So we're going to patronize everyone. So I think Mai as well. Sorry. So I have a book. It's Life After Condemnation. It's for women. And it's about how to rebuild your life after you failed. The book was published in 2023. And we've made quite sales. So it's a book that inspires women. And we have people that bought it even from Japan. China. I've had sales even from Madagascar, Nigeria, the UK here, and yes, my friends and in the States. So if you want to have a copy, or it's just I think 5,000 naira in Nigeria, 6,000 naira, and £5.43 in the United Kingdom. So, but it's on Amazon. So if you place an order, it will get delivered anywhere in the world, as long as you have Amazon Reach, and I believe they do have in Nigeria and other African countries. Right, so that is it. So we have 50,000 for grab, excluding myself. So I'm not going to cheat everyone. Right, so what are we going to do? Where's Mr. Beta? So we have Mr. Beta, Okikiola, Haisha Sonny, and so we're going to, how do we go about it now? Let me hand over to, let Miss Daowodu. I want to hear from you. So, yeah, Miss Daowodu,
Hello.
I'm tagging you, Miss Daowodu, Miss Adebayo, and Mrs. Bello, with Miss Okikiola, Mrs. Opeyemi, Mrs. Bello, Mrs. Daowodu, and Miss. She's the single one. Right. So how do we go back? Yeah, and then I think Haisha and thank you, James from Uganda. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for that. I've seen the message. Right. So there's 50,000 for grabs. How do we go about it?
I think you're in the better position.
Not me, not me, not me. I'm going off. So want to go.
As in, you're in the better position.
Yeah, I think everyone.
Fortunate.
What? Okay, so okay, maybe I will have 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're 6, yeah. So we do 10, 10, yeah. And if we have the products, okay, we can also use that as well to empower others. So if you could find someone that needs it and then give a girl child around you. I think that would be great. So,
Yes,
but we're just going to wait here so that will be apportioned. Because if it gets into my hand, trust me, it's going to go. So let's wait right there. One moment. Whilst we calling everyone account. So please find someone that needs what you're selling around. And I believe when we have a trade fair, we'll try to invite other people that, love to buy from Africa. And then we can have a good deals here as well. Is that great?
Yes.
So, yes, let me get in my phone. Kiki, can you just, Aisha, can you continue whilst I get my phone, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Because let me use this medium to say this in advance. By October, this conference is going to be physical. So it's going to be physical, yes. And we'll have a trade conference. We picked we have the designs ready. We're just waiting for the beginning of October or before October, so I can start sending out the invitations. So during the physical conference, we'll have a trade fair, so everybody can get to bring their product. Like we have it set, the way those trade fairs are. Everybody will have their stall. You advertise your wares, and whatever it is you are selling, whether shoes, bags, whatever it is. So you advertise. Also, we'll have that by October.
It's going to be live stream. So
yes, it's going to be a live and a very good event. So it might not even be somebody buying from you physically. It can be virtually. So, I like that because everything will be a live stream.
Do you have an Opay account?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Okay, could you call that, please?
Okay. Hello, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
You had some Opay account or what?
Yeah. Do you have
it? Okay, I do. I'll send it right now.
Just call it out.
Okay. 80 23
23
16
16
44
44
52.
52. It says invalid. Do you want to 8033 16 23? Okay, let's do it again. 8023 16 44
52.
52. Yeah,
you're going to get Ojada Morenike Dorcas.
That is fine. Yes. So please make sure that you confirm, sir, because the lady is here. I want her to know that everyone has received. I will add 10 to it so we can. So Mrs. Adebayo, do you have an okay account? Yes, I do have your account. Mr. Adebayo is always giving us money, so thank you.
God.
Can we have?
Yes, I have.
Yes, ma'am. Can I have your?
Can I call it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. 80
80
62
62
Oh, 09, sorry.
09
58
58
56.
56. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mrs. Daowodu, can you confirm that, please? That's gone through. Ms. Adebayo, can you please confirm? Yes, we have Mrs. Bello. Do you have an okay, ma'am? Do you have an okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please go ahead, ma'am.
81
81
081
081
46
46.
46. I said
Yeah, 46.
317
What? 46
317.
317 317. Right, that's it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's successful. I have the other lady's account. Apart from Goodness, do you have OP account, Goodness? I can't hear you. So you have to mute yourself.
You're muted. Unmute your mic.
Yes, ma, I'm answering.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, 70
70
610
610
23
223
424.
424. Yes, Goodness. Okay. Okay, and then Aisha and the manager. So I have those. I just want us to all confirm it here. Please, can you confirm if it's, yeah, that's great. Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much, ma. I've seen it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much, Mary. God bless you. Okay. 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 So Kiki, I'm just gonna put 20. You and Aisha.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My sister.
Yes, I have to repeat the process again. Yeah, because of nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so that's gone
Yes,
through.
ma'am.
Confirm, please.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. All right. So I'm handing over now to Aisha. She's the moderator.
So and that brings us to the end of our empowerment and advertising segment. So a big thank you to everyone who shared their business and brand with us. It's beautiful to see women showing up, standing tall, and boldly owning what they do. So please remember to let's support one another, make connections, and follow up. A single referral recommendation could be the push up someone needs. As for me, I'm picking two gowns. They are for 5,000. So I'll reminded. I'll just give people under the bridge like that. One. This being courtesy of the Shikan conference from by the Fadaka Olufunke Foundation. So let's keep building, let's keep growing and rising, because when women support women, everybody wins. So let's move on to the last and the concluding part of the conference, which is the closing remark and the vote of thanks by Goodness Temple.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of today's Shikan conference, I just want us to take a moment to breathe in everything we have experienced. What a powerful time it's been. Feel the truth, healing, wisdom, and the kinds of conversations that stay with us long after the screen goes off. Today, we didn't just talk, we connected, we opened up, we reminded one another that freedom is possible and that each of us can finally be free. To our incredible speakers, thank you for pouring into us, for your time, for your stories, for your expertise, and for your honor. We are so grateful. To our founder, Dr. Fadaka Olufunke Adetu, thank you for your vision, leadership, and consistent commitment to women's empowerment. The seed you have sown today will grow in many hearts. To the planning team and the volunteers who work behind the scene, thank you for your excellence and dedication. And to everyone who attended, engaged, listened, and showed up fully, thank you. Your presence made this conference what it was, real, rich, and unforgettable. As we leave, may we carry the truth with us. Freedom is not just a dream, it's our right. And starting from today, we are working in it. And you should know that you have a safe space here with us. Thank you once again. See you next month. Until then, keep rising, keep healing, and keep pushing. Keep believing because you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We have one person join us. Unfortunately, we've the program conference come to an end. We don't do African time, unfortunately. So you're welcome, Oluwatife. We thank you for coming. But the conference come to an end, and hopefully you can join us.
Oh, Oluwatife Comfort. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We got my invitation late. So with that, we officially bring to an end the Shikan conference for this month. Thank you once again
Mr.
to everyone who
Adebayo,
joined
Mr.
us, our
Bello,
speakers.
all our fantastic
Yes,
speakers.
thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. These will be
Yes,
on
ma'am.
YouTube, so we're going to upload these on YouTube, so you can go back to watch it. And when people watch it as well and they want your services, they could contact you as well. So we'll share the links on all our social pages as well. And then, in case anyone reach out to you, just tell, I think because we've had numbers and all that being displayed there, but I think it's good. It's good. It's called visibility. So we want people. Now I know that Mr. Adebayo, I was in Nigeria and I was looking for baby clothes. Can you imagine? That's what networking does. So we have to go all the way. Yeah, I was looking for kids' clothes, especially for my
We
daughter.
went to the island.
Around
Yes.
8 to 10 years old, we had to go all the way, and
To the island to get it.
so now we have a presenter so please let us know what you do. And next month as well, let's come prepared with our items. And I will also invite people that really want to buy this stuff. Please, if we have customers, especially diaspora, I will advise, please let us deliver. If you have any issues with the postcode or zip code, reach out to me. Reach out to Miss Fafiolu Okikiola. So we're able to get those things to those people. And once you establish that trust in delivering, trust me, you will definitely have more people patronize you and your services. Thank you so much. And I wish everyone
Thank you very much.
and
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, ma. You're highly